Hi guys, James here from Oz Powerbanks. Just doing an overview on quite an interesting product here today. It's a solar charger. It's a power bank with a solar panel built into it. It's 23,000 milliamps, but it will also, most power banks will just do USB output, which is fine for your smaller devices, your phones, your iPads, your tablets, that sort of thing. This will also do a lot of different types of notebooks, your laptops. The biggest problem people face when trying to find portable power for laptops is the output. Most laptops, so your Dells, your Lenovo's, they're not going to charge from 5-volt USB. Most power banks will have 5-volt USB coming out of them, and it's not high enough. A lot of these laptops nowadays, they need a 19-volt output. This particular power bank will cross over. It will do all your smaller stuff. It's got the USB output capacity, so you've got USB ports. I'll just go through this. So on the side here, you've got a USB out, and you've also got this other port over here, which is DC out. Now this will increase the output. It's going to be higher than your standard 5-volt USB. And you can change it, so it's multi-level. On the side of the unit, you will see here, you've got 12 volt, you've got 16 volt, and you've got 19 volt. This sort of encompasses a lot of different types of laptops. Now, to try to figure out if this unit is going to charge your particular laptop, we have some listed on the product description. So if you go through the product description, it matches up with the type of tip that yours is using. This will charge it. It's quite a neat little unit. As I said, it's got a solar panel on the top. It's not a particularly large solar panel, but it's enough to get you out of trouble if you were away from power. So in other words, if you couldn't recharge this, you could leave it out in the sun. You're going to get a little bit of charge back into it. It's got an indicator on the side. It will tell you what level you're at. So you start here, you've got 25% going all the way up to 100%. It also tells you when it's being drawn, it'll also tell you what voltage it's been drawn at so that you can change the correct. The unit has a DC in, which I'll show you that in a second. That's to actually recharge the unit. It's quite solid. It's a big power bank. As I said, it's 23,000 milliamps, so it's quite a chunky unit. Enough power in this to recharge larger laptops, mobile phones, iPads, all that sort of stuff several times over. And I'm just going to show you the bits and pieces that come with this. I'm just going to put this to the side for a second. It comes included with a 240 volt power connection. So the unit, this is your 240 in. Your Australian plug connects in here. You just hook into the DC in to charge. Now, it also comes with a full set of instructions and a few other little bits and pieces here. These are the tips that you would use to hook up to your laptop. So you would figure out what type of laptop it is, what type of tip, and this would correspond. So to use these tips, you would basically connect this cable to the DC out, like so. This is telling me now it's at 19 volts. That's the voltage that a lot of the larger laptops will be using or needing. So you bypass your existing charger. So the brick charger that goes into 240, that goes to the side. This takes its place. Off of the end of this, you will pick the applicable tip. So, for instance, this one here, they're all marked with letters. And as I said, in the description of the product, you can match it up. So for your laptop, whether it's a Dell, whether it's a Toshiba, whatever it is, you can figure out which tip fits it, and also set the voltage, connect your tip up. This goes straight into your laptop. So it's quite a neat, as I said, it's quite a neat little product for charging laptops. This is sort of fixed the problem that a lot of people have had with power banks as of late for laptops, because they're only outputting 5-volt USB. Now you can actually charge them with this. It also comes with a whole heap of smaller tips here that you can use for different sorts of devices. I mean, it's got just one that I can see here at the moment. this tip here for different types of phones. Micro USB. So there is a good range of tips to choose from. And again, these will be 5 volt. So these will connect into the USB port. You can also charge multiple devices at the same time. You could have your laptop charging and a phone at the same time. You can come off USB, use these tips if they're going to fit your device, or you can just use your own cable. I mean, most devices now, most smaller devices are just standard USB. So if it was an iPhone, for instance, you would just use your iPhone cable, plug it straight in, and charge your iPhone. So yeah, this is the solar power bank. Also, one other feature, on the front we've got a little light. So whether you're going to use it or not, it's something that may or may not get you out of trouble, but it's there if you're reading late at night or whatever. So yeah.